Well, holy shit, Nick. My man came and kicked its ass. Computer is back up and running. Oh, what? I want to destroy that. Well, hello, anybody. I should probably tell Mike I'm on. Oh, Mikey. Just went live, homie. Finally got it fixed. Thanks to Nick, the computer magician. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like real quick. Oh yeah, we're not doing whatever. So we don't have enough goddamn problems. You know, like everything else. That's not actually that bad, dude. It's pretty not far. I don't know. See, yeah, it's kind of actually smooth. It's not all lippy, choppy, fluffy and shit. Gotta turn some lights on now, so we got a helmet player. And this is how the amateurs fucking do it. Oof. That honestly should be moved, probably. Yeah, that's a little better. Mike, hey, buddy. Day was good until I got out of work. So, let me grab Kyle's Creighton real quick. Hey, let's all thank Nick, the computer magician, for getting my bullshit 1932 Commodore Special up and running. Thank you, Nick. Here, come here. Let me get it on my tickle. It's shit, buddy. Well, shit. I should probably turn that down. I don't want to face copyright lawsuits. Work was good, even though I'm working on a pool truck. So I'm sure you guys have those up there. Well, probably not a lot of pools up there, huh? Anyway, they're very rampant down here, obviously. So chlorine eats through the bed and destroys the frame in a matter of years. 2018s are going down right about now. And this thing ate through brake lines and fuel lines, so it came in leaking brake fluid and fuel. So I got the tank dropped today. Which took a little bit because one of the straps was actually rust welded to the frame, and apparently it had been down before because somebody put a triple square in there. I'm sure you know about this, the Volkswagen tool. So yeah, got that bitch dropped, and then got it drained because it was topped up. And let's see, tomorrow I can drop the tank out of the way once I get the last electrical connector off. Run my lines from the ABS unit, which is right in the middle of the frame under the driver's door. So not too bad. I got to run 2 quarter-inch brake lines from there to the back, and it's just straight to the back. They have a rubber section above the axle, so I just got to run it to this little plate where they're held, and then put a new fuel pump sender in it, and new lines coming off the sender to the rest of the stuff, and that's it. Put it all back together, and yay. I think it's like 9 hours. I probably got 3 in it, and the tank's out. So a lot of it was spent time standing around screwing off. Waiting for what's it called to seep in, rust penetrant, and draining the gas. And then I realized it was 4 o'clock already. But I pulled 10 hours before like 1. I took lunch at 1. Yeah, half I did yet. Well, a quarter I did yesterday because I had a truck with struts and alignment and the brake flush, and that was like 6 hours. And then I had a Honda Accord for spark plugs, 4-wheel brake job, pads and rotors, and spark plugs and a PCV valve, and that was like 6.7. So yeah, I killed it this morning. Right after I got done with that Honda, I took lunch at 1. So, and then I actually had some decent food, some spicy tuna roll, and I got a charcuterie board to fill up my bread only Publix sandwich tomorrow because that's a local grocery store down here. They're kind of chintzy on in store made sandwiches as far as bread versus meat, and some Gatorades and all that kind of shit. And a couple of beers. That's a good idea. I should have a beer. Yeah, 420's done come and gone. About 5 minutes ago. I was getting aggravated with Nick. Nick's like, do your thing. So you're nice. Well, okay. I mean, not aggravated with Nick, aggravated with the computer, which Nick was kindly working on for me. Thank you again, Nick. So.
Hi, Rudy. What's up, buddy?
So, this is Kyle's Creighton, formerly Chad's Creighton. Yes, from many videos. So he didn't have it. It was down. Receiver was bad, or transmitter was bad. Anyway, we swapped in a SLT3 with the little DX whatever number receiver they put in, and took it out for a quick rip. And it's got some issues. The steering's all over the place. The handling's all over the place. I don't know where the dip fluids are right now. I know these are the Century Springs that I recommend because I put them on touch card. That's a kind of stiff for the rear. That is kind of loose for the front. Let's see. The center feels solid, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. It's gonna get rebuilt. So, so that's kind of backwards the way we're in mine. I always run stiffer fluid in the front for better cornering on throttle, and also so it doesn't tend to kick turn. Obviously, we got some floppy. Well, that's actually fairly snug, but a bit of movement there. That's pretty tight. That's not. That's not good. If you can shake a truck and you feel something moving like that, most likely it's going to be worn pivots in your shocks or your droop is set a little looser than it should be. But any movement you can feel shaking it anyway is not good. Something's loose. I mean, because if it's a tiny bit, you won't be able to feel it. If it's a bit, you'll be able to feel it. That's what we're here to fix. And the fact that I have no soul. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, you want to talk about getting a reaction out of people, right? So I asked this dude, hey, man, have you heard of echidna? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, all right. So when God made the platypus, he smoked a joint, right? Then he had an acid trip he made an echidna. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah, look at this picture. I'm about to show you something very, very disturbing. There it is. No, here we go. We got a four-headed donger, bro. And it's a marsupial that feeds its young by sweating milk through its glands.
It's the old Forerunner.
Oh, at Mikey's? Yeah, I was over there the other day. Dude, the place is all like torn up. I was over at James.
This guy has it in Punta Gorda, but it has no title. I'm like, shit.
Oh, for a Forerunner? What are you gonna do with a Forerunner? Oh, remember that kid JJ from work? Thought he was hot shit, little douchebag. I mean, he's just a dumb kid. I mean, he'll grow out of it. You know, we all do. So he sent me his build list for his 350Z he's gonna get. Interior parts, exterior, lights, carbon this, carbon that, blah, blah, blah. Steering wheel with paddles and LED RPM bar, and an RB26 DETT and a 6-speed Getrag 233. I don't know about you, buddy, but have you ever priced out an RB26 swap? I did 20 years ago.
You're probably going to be anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000 for the motor itself.
No. For an RB26 DETT?
Oh.
Motor harness?
Did you, at the end there, after
that's a Skyline R34 motor.
But listen, after he texted you that, did you say, what are you smoking?
No.
You should.
I know I should.
Like, hey, are you smoking that good shit? Because I want some.
Dude, engine and transmission, you're looking at $30,000. And you're going to bolt that into an $8,000 car?
No.
With $40,000 worth of body kit and bullshit on it?
Tell me he's better.
So anyway, enough of the car stuff. All right, I'm going to jam this out. I need to get a refreshment. Give me just a second. Nick, why don't you entertain our friends? And if you guys don't know Nick, watch our videos.
There's a whole Gatorade right here.
I know there's a whole Gatorade right there. I'm not having a Gatorade. I'm not at work. Hey, Booty. Hey, well, let's show them how bad I screwed up my new body.
Which body? This one?
Yeah, the new one for the stunt car.
The purple one?
Yeah. That is not what I meant to do at all.
He's disappointed.
Very disappointed.
I think it's got some flavor to
It
it.
looks pretty cool, but it's not what I intended to do in the slightest.
Look, it's got some nice effect to it, you know.
Which is a
Some,
mistake.
some nice patina.
That's a mistake.
So what?
All that's a mistake.
Just run with it.
Well, I'm going to for now, but I'm not going to say I did it on purpose.
No.
It's like one of Clara's trucks. It's a beautiful disaster.
See, look at that. Nice windows.
Well, the windows came out pretty good because they look a little splotchy from the
That
inside.
doesn't go there.
Well, it's going to go over there as soon as I can sit down again.
Okay. You know it doesn't go by the parts.
No, of course not. I'm not trying to get it tipped over. Can I get the garbage can so I can put some of the ash into, please? Thank you. And would you mind grabbing the wheel gun down there, the green one?
The socket's not on it.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere. Yeah, I got it. That's that Snap-on one that I got for free. I need to get it warrantied out. All right, so if you're going to do a full rebuild, just rebuild the damn thing. Tear it down straight up. Don't even play around.
Do you want to just roll out of bed and play your game?
Well, I had to move that because of the plumbers. Yeah, if anybody hasn't noticed, the cameras are completely in a different area. And obviously the view is quite a bit different. So the rental house that I am currently residing in has really terrible plumbing because the back half of the house is an add-on. And it seems like every year or so a hot water pipe breaks. And
Mike left a comment.
yeah, it would be, and people have already done it in the 350Z. But I mean, the price of the motor, and you're talking about getting a GearTrack 6, that's a $10,000 transmission. First of all, if you've got a 350Z, the stock training is actually pretty damn good. And it's perfectly good for up to about 400 foot-pounds of torque. So like 600 to 700 horsepower, you know, if you use the stock motor.
Miller Life. Endorsed by Logan.
Bear was just kicking himself. I thought you were farting. Yeah, no, it would be. You could also put a four-rotor in it.
I like when they put the Hellcat in there on Scrap Life Garage.
In a 350?
Yes.
Sacrilege. Keep your freaking non-properly clearanced, overly sloppy built engine out of our tight Japanese specs. Please. That's just my opinion, though. But if you look at history, it's a fact. Ooh, all right.
Well, shit, they put a K-Series in a Lamborghini.
Why would you put a K-Series in a Lamborghini?
Or a Ferrari, whatever it was.
I mean, unless you blew it up and you couldn't afford a new motor. Oh, dude,
there was a dude that put one in a Ferrari in the back.
well, yeah, but they put Ferrari motors in smart cars too, bro. Speaking of smart cars, I drove one today because I had to put a battery in it. This car I had last week, the customer filled it with an E85. So obviously, check engine light came on because it's not a flex fuel car. Oh, that's right. He's still got our old bumper design on here. So this is the old way we used to run the back end. With the, I think it's a RPM wing mount and RPM wing mount with a Mojave bumper and bumper spring. Really good for landing hard on the back end, but a little complicated for taking the car apart. So we've been running the RPM setup now for the V2, and it works really well. I'm having no problems with that at all. Oh, anyway, I need my other tip for the wrench. Yeah, so, but it works great. Talked to Boston and moving the alignment heads to the actual rack that alignments are being done on, because you know they hang them on the machine. Well, if you take the adapters off the machine and weld them to the rack right next to each wheel that they're going to go on, it saves you a little bit of time.
This might tickle. Just saying.
So now what she said. Yeah, I'm gonna modify the battery box up to my specs. 3mm screws. One countersunk screw on the wall. One countersunk fucking screw. Take it out and go to the next. Jesus. Come on, really? Little bastard. Oh, yeah, you might notice I'm not wearing my usual uniform. This is currently what I have for uniforms. However, most of our employees do wear these shirts. I prefer pockets. What the hell? What was that noise? I'm going to break this thing.
I think it's the microphone inside. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like,
Alright.
sound cutting out, Mike? Oh, hey, babe. I'm live. It's all pointed that way. Calm the hell down. I know, but you were going to any second. Anyway, mic's on. I'm sure he'll say hi any second. Does this work? You know, the water heater is like here. Okay, cool. Do we need to get drop cloths? Okay.
Yeah, Jordy making his entrance.
As usual. Fuck the rest of the wrenches are full of mess.
From Copart about the car and everything, and I was wanting somebody else to look at what they want just to make sure I do everything correctly, because they want me to send the title blank, not signed, I guess, or something.
Blank, not, isn't that illegal?
That's why I wanted, like you or Claire to look over what they're asking.
Because if you send it blank, not signed, technically they could steal your car and sign it under a different name, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that's all right.
I'm gonna try to call Lady in tomorrow and see if she answers.
Right.
Ask her why they're asking me for that.
Yeah, that's it's a little ridiculous right there.
I'd say, hey, if you send me a check, sure.
Yeah, exactly. Check first, bitch. Check better clear first, too.
Mm-hmm. Then I can go buy my Honda CRE.
All right, cool. Mike does say hi, babe. Oh, she's
Come
there.
here. Hi.
Showed him my disaster of a body.
Oh, you're still cute.
Thanks, man. Asshole. That's right. That's the big ones. Now that I know I have over there. Okay, let's switch. I got into that rust bucket today at work, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got the tank out. I only broke like 4 bolts. And one of the straps around the tank was rust welded to the frame.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, just got to run the brake lines, put it all back together tomorrow after changing out the fuel sending unit. All right. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, these are warm too.
It took me like 25 minutes just to get down University Parkway, and then I had to get off.
That's gonna be a lot of Saturday night time on this thing. Yeah, all those are stuck.
After that,
Right.
and then I try to go to Burger King for something, and I'm like, I wonder why I don't go here.
Traffic's not stupid. It's stupid people in traffic.
I go up to the thing.
Oh, babe, do I need to take all this shit off the wall?
I'll talk to them and whatever I need to move on.
Yeah, I don't want them touching the trophies and shit.
Yeah, no.
All right, cool.
Wendy's is pretty good for fast food, I guess. They made it in 2 minutes. I told them what I wanted, drove up, and was
Nice.
Burger King, I told the dude, I was like, why the fuck do you go over to that person? He's like, oh, I was trying to tell him. It's like, I'm not serving you. I was like, fuck you, and I left.
You told somebody to fuck off in public?
Yeah.
I wish I would have been there for that.
Well, I was like,
No, I'm not saying you did anything wrong, Nick. I'm just saying I've never seen you break bad on somebody in public, bro. It's just not usually your MO.
Well, I mean, if you're going to talk to me, then talk to me. But if you're not, then just don't say anything. And then just like,
Go fuck yourself, yeah.
Then have the other
Oh, yeah,
person come back
that's
to me,
already
go
that
talk
one's
to
gonna
me,
be
and then
grilled.
You go talk to somebody else. I'm like, okay.
hell is that shit? I don't know what's coming in and out, but something is. All right, there's the last of the battery tray. Oh, no, there's some shit in that hole too. That'll do it.
Do I need to move anything in my room? Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot to ask, babe. Yeah, I totally forgot to ask, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, I guess more acquainted now with a couple of my coworkers, including the boss's kid. And I actually talked to Joel, the guy across from us, a couple times today. So I'll hit those guys up if they know anybody looking for a place, because they network a lot. So. And hamsters fly, baby. See, there goes one right now. Well, I already checked him for food and water, but so.
There to there.
All right.
Hello, Lord Sawyer.
Saga begins.
Come on in.
Water's fine. Just hit like a bunch of spaces or some shit. I just have that over there. There it is. Hello. Oof. What?
Nick's shirt is disturbing.
Yeah, I know, right? He's put it all over TV too. Everybody's all scared now.
Seriously? That's funny.
All right. And
My mom's gonna get the
That's time to
21st
make
century
it.
with a TV. She's finally gonna dish the
oh,
40-year-old dish
Jesus,
that
man,
she
that one is
was little.
really in there.
Oh, wow.
Well, she got a
I
Best
mean, like
Buy
that
card
hurt
to
my
get
hand a
appliances
lot.
'cause she's getting a house remodel. And she said something about a TV. She got a gift card. I said, shit. I
Yeah,
went on Best Buy, found a 65-inch Samsung for $400. So there you go.
I might just get out the other runner to
She
save
wanted
some
me to go
time.
there today.
Shit.
I'm like, you're a big girl. You can do it. So she went there. I didn't quite make it back in time because it took me so long. And she ended up getting the TV. So it's going to deliver with her
Just trying to wedge it against the sets through, transfer the heat better.
and her microwave for the shit.
Doesn't matter what.
And it sits
Well,
up in the
set screw in the end,
cabinets.
they always come with
Yeah.
giant pain in
They should get on
the
the appliances.
ass. What? What'd you say, honky?
Oh, yeah.
It's just a funny ass word to say. Somebody at work, like I think yesterday, said something about dude was getting all racist. I'm like, what? He called you a honky? That's just as funny, dude. I don't care who you're. Oh man. Oh yeah, what was I saying today? At Publix right now, they have a sale on crap fed, farm grown, free range retards. I mean, sorry, very low IQ'd humans because they have a very heavy stock
Bear's
of them.
licking the couch. Does it taste like chicken, Bear?
You know what I mean? Hey, yeah, it's a great idea to have a conversation in the middle of the aisle while there's only, one way to get around you and your fat friend.
Hey, when I was younger and I went to Walmart, I used to connect my phone to the Bluetooth speaker and I'd play porn and I'd make it all the way to the front of the store before it disconnect.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Where did this wild streak of years go, dude? That's fucking hilarious. Like I would do that today, bro. Like as long as you're out of the area before you start, make sure you're connected first, but then get over to housewares where you hit play and crank that shit. Dude, we gotta do that. That is fucking brilliant. Did you hear all that, Mike? I'm totally down, bro. All right. Well, I don't know if you're still. So Nick said this is something that he likes to do is go to Walmart and hook up to the Bluetooth speaker and put porn on. and crank that shit and walk out of the store as long as it's still playing. That's funnier than shit, dude. I'm so down with that. Oh, I'm so down with that. Even better, high-end stores. I like to have it around there.
You should get one of those. Rub me harder, rub me harder.
Oh God, yes. It's definitely got to have a Spanish accent to it. Maybe some Spanish slang. Oh, come on now. What a bitch. I got more screws that don't want to come out than yeah, I don't have anything for that. Started that joke without a punchline. Chris Rock, I am not. Yeah, that sounds funny as shit. Watch, we're going to see something on the news tomorrow. There's a string of people hooking up to Bluetooth speakers in Walmarts and playing porno music in Canada.
Oh, yeah, they get
Be like,
executed
Mike,
there.
you bastard.
They get executed there in the UK.
Oh,
sorry.
come on now, dude.
No, the UK, you can't tell somebody to go fart themselves.
Oh, no, I did plenty of times when I was there. I don't know what you're talking about, man. You just can't have guns, unfortunately. Only criminals have guns. Great idea.
Well, I guess I gotta cut this off then.
I think the only way you get them guns in the UK is like it has to be a hunting rifle or a shot rifle, and it has to be registered. Yeah, like fire with sidearms and shit like that, or not. The usual shit. Oh God, how much fucking Loctite did he use? Jesus. All right.
Hey, when they say lock it down, you lock it down.
Yeah, but you know, there is such a thing as being extremely excessive. Come on. Of course, let's see what kind of monkey ass rig we can set up here to get some of these goddamn screws out.
Oh yeah, I do have another light like that. If you need another one, I found it.
I think I'm pretty good, dude. Honestly, I need to buy some professional shit, but for now, I got plenty of shit. They can see exactly how fucking beautiful I am on TV.
I'm sexy, and you know it.
Yeah, more like you look like shit. You don't care. Clap your hands. I ain't here impressed none of you fuckers. All right. But I gotta admit, I am starting to be a little more self-conscious since well, not self-conscious in a bad way, like I'm worried about it, but like I would like to look better now that I actually have a job with a bunch of respectable human beings. Not some mongoloid baby that crawled out of the trash can at Wendy's and decided to work on cars for a living.
You should go in there with a bow tie and a
Dude,
pipe. And a pipe.
Bill made a comment today. He's the first time he's ever seen me in a t-shirt.
Oh, really?
In 8 years, I've known that dude. He's never seen me in anything but shorts and a Nissan shirt or pants like once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I wear because I'm always working on shit. And you know what? I need pockets.
I know, you told me.
No. I broke like 3 things trying to leave today because I had all this shit in my hands because I didn't have any pockets.
And then you forgot your wallet.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm telling Mike. So then I go into Publix at lunch to buy a sandwich and shit. And I get to the checkout and I don't have my wallet because I have my phone on my hip and I always have my wallet in my front pocket. Because I didn't have any fucking pockets. So I talked to Walt. He's going to order me some shirts, I guess, in a month or so. I guess it's a big thing because there's only 2 of us.
Jesus Christ. Didn't we medicate him already?
Actually, I'd like to have what he's having. He's a DP. Yeah, I can't do a butthead. I can do some accents, but I can't do a butthead.
He did it way too well.
No, that fucking went way too high. Earlier I had it. I'm liquidated now. It doesn't work as well. Babe, do you remember back in the day when I could do a really good Clinton?
No.
Oh, come on now.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for that.
I might have been before you. I doubt it though. You probably were just like, fuck this guy. Oh, I doubt the owner is watching, but if you are, change these hubs out. Get hubs from a fire team. Fire team hubs don't have this gap in the backside. They have a much fuller hex so that it's less likely to strip wheels. All right, let's see if we can actually move one of these now. So we have a boat full of overly Loctite screws. Oh, there we go. Smooth as a button on that one. Let's see how this one's working over here. Because if not, it's going to get the big iron. Careful not to burn yourself. You're throwing irons over the place. I do not take responsibility for anybody trying to recreate this. Oh, that was a nasty bastard, but it is now loose. All right, let's move on to the rest. We got two up front right here. Rigging up stuff like a redneck, even though I hate country music. Nothing wrong with country music, just I wasn't raised around it. No, not really my style. I like stuff with 110 beats per minute or more. Just the way I like it. But if anybody wants to make the comment, well, you can't F to that, well, you know what? I have never done such an act with music involved because I never thought it was necessary. Nor do I think it is today. All right, you know what? I'm just going to hold these. Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome to my live stream. Anyway, so yeah, this is a customer's Crate 8. That used to be a buddy of mine who was actually kind of in our crew, and it's been sitting for about 4 months, I guess, since the last time he actually went out with us. And I could look that video up, but it'd take me a minute. And the receiver or transmitter, whichever or died, I hooked it up with one of our sitting around SLX, STX, whatever, the low end arrma remote, STX4, STX3, whatever, and a receiver to match, and got it up and going. Took it out, test drove it, and it has so many bad handling characteristics that I'm just starting over. Just going to rebuild it from the ground up, go through the shocks, the suspension, the gears, diffs, change diff fluids, change shock fluids, check all the bearings, replace any bad ones, make sure nothing's binding, make sure that everything's tight where it's supposed to be, and of course instill all my little tricks and widgets and cool little things that I do that I've made up and or learned over the years, or another, no, I wouldn't say another, but at some point an RC Yoda taught me. I'm not an RC Yoda. I'm more like an RC Luke Skywalker. I'm okay, but still a little hot-headed. My Jedi training is not complete.
Does that make me a RC Jar Jar Binks?
No. You are way less annoying.
So Nick's Jar Jar.
Nick is Jar Jar Binks all day.
Jar Jar Julio.
Jar Julio. Jar Julio. Osama Jarholio. Boom.
Just blew out your Olin.
That was pretty damn funny, man. Oh crap. Damn, I hate it when your O-ring blows out. Saw that once. That looked painful. Not as painful as being an echidna, right, Mike?
We'll give you some stop leak.
I showed Mike an echidna wang.
Oh, good lord.
Four-headed job. I said if the platypus was God's smoked pot day, then the echidna was his acid trip.
For real.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have a pouch that the young have to crawl into, but it's gonna be spiky like a porcupine. Okay, Dick. You bastard. All right.
Can you come look at that real quick?
Can you give me just a second?
I
I got two hot bolts. I want to get them out where they're hot.
Okay.
Oh, not that one. Okay. Oh, Jesus. This thing is just definitely going to drill that one in the middle. And I'll show you a good way to do that, because you can drill them and leave just a little bit of meat on the bolt, so you can attempt to still extract it without screwing up whatever you're into, motor mount or whatever. And also the exact tool to use so you don't screw up your countersink either. Be right back. Everybody, hang tight, go grab a beer, relieve yourself, whatever you want to do. There we go. Okay, so, right, that's loose. Loose, not. Drill. Maybe. Okay, so, in my little schmeg pile here of weird oddity things that are pointy that you stick in a thing that goes whir. Huh? Strange, odd things that are pointy that you stick in a machine that goes whir. Drill bits. I mean, it's accurate, whatever. So, screw extractors, kind of the same thing as countersunk bits, only backwards. So those work. This little doodad, I don't know where I even got this thing, but it's like a kind of like an angry grabber doodad, and then a reverse auger on one side. So they make killer extractors up until about the 15th screw, and then they stop kind of working. Other than that, just drill the head off. If you get the right angle, the bevel on the tip of your drill versus the countersink, which you can actually test on a different countersink, that doesn't have a screw in it, then you will do minimal damage to the chassis, and you should have at least 2 millimeters left over a bolt. Well, the thickness of your chassis left over a bolt when you're done, maybe a little bit less, but something close. Anyway, so there's your tip for that. Many more to come, I assure you. All right. Oh, there we go. A little overdone on the Loctite there, Chad. You son of a mother. All right, so I know that ain't going nowhere. That one, I guess I'll just right, and that's the other one. Okay, I'm gonna give that one last hit. You already got that one, right? Okay. So I'm gonna put some more heat into that one. Hopefully she decides to break free. Not to mention, you got to realize with the rest of them broken free, that's an aluminum housing. So the housing has got a little bit of temp in it now, so it'll probably heat up a little faster. And the rest, so as I was saying, find something that's got about the same chamfer as your bolt. And not to mention, you don't need something as wide as the hole you're going for like as wide as the countersink part. You really want something no bigger than the bolt hole size, because you can drill the head off without going deep into the bolt. Therefore, you leave some left on the other side to try and pull out, whether it's a pair of pliers or you could slot it with a small cutoff wheel from a Dremel, like screwed out with a flathead. That's probably the least likely scenario to actually work. So make that last ditch effort. Even you can go past the material. Say you got a motor mount and the screw's flush broken. You can actually screw or slot through both to get it to come out. But at that point, I usually just drill slightly smaller in the size of the bolt and then go bigger until the threads come out, and hopefully you have enough left over. Fingers crossed. Is seen on TVs? Yeah, they might be, but I doubt it, because seen on TV stuff usually works like once. And this I've had for at least 10 years. And I mean, you can see where the dulling is, it's the bit's starting to wear, So, I mean, if I had not beaten the hell out of it so many times and probably used it on such high strength stuff, steel, etc., it probably would be in better shape. But, c'est la vie. All right, you little bastard. Work now or forever getting your head drilled off. Oh, yeah, that ain't going nowhere. All right. Drill it will be. And second iron coming unplugged. 2 hot pokers. What was that thing you used to say, babe? Peter Pokers? Pole smoke or something? I don't know. Some rhyme used to say.
Pelican?
Pineapple?
A wondrous bird is a pelican whose beak can hold more than its belly can.
No, that's definitely not it. No, it was something like, Mr. Poopy Poker, you're a Peter Smoker, some shit like that.
Oh, it's a song.
Yeah. Man, that's a huge bitch. All right. So, yeah. All right. Time to get nasty. Let's get the square shit out the way first. Oh, didn't do all of this. Where's my fucking drill, man? All right. Almost. Should be right about there. Ah, damn, it's my servo mount too. That sucks. Man, there it is. Yeah, it might be done. Ain't much left on it, but we'll see. All right, off to the parade. See if this thing's got any edge on it. That's very functional. Yeah, already popped it just through the end. Same there. This is a nice piece. Yep. Oh, well, it looks like I did. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, you can actually see the cracks, so you'd think it's done, but yeah, okay, almost. Okay. Yeah. Real flat. Like that. Just, no, too much. Just want to get the end of it to break off. I don't know if any of you out there ever sharpen drill bits by hand, but if you know how, you can change your angles here to maximize your success. Yeah, there's the head of it. So whatever's left is very slim at best, but still holding on for dear life. Really? Come on. God damn, that one is really in there. Really? All right. Okay, there's something else holding that on other than the steering, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna start center punching these things before I end up going through too far. Yep, evil screw from hell. All right. Well, you know what? I like it. No, almost. That would be kind of cool. But no dice. All right, so I did want to punch up here. Probably have to get one. Doesn't qualify, doesn't qualify. All right, give me just a second, guys. Gotta grab a center punch. Fun, fun, fun. Hey.
Ow.
I can hear.
When you get him in, I was trying to see if you could look all this crap over because I don't understand half of it. And I kind of do, but
Do you want to send it to me or?
well, it's all this shit right here that's downloaded on my phone. I downloaded all the files. But they want me to send the
Hey,
title
go
on.
back to the garage. Shut that light off by the fucking washer and dryer.
Huh?
If you go back to the garage, shut that light off by the washer and dryer, please.
I never turned it. Okay.
I didn't say you turned it on. I just asked you to shut it off. All right. Anybody still looking? There's an iteration of that tool, a little bit bigger one. So we got the little chop my way in on here, and then on the back side we got the little grab it and hopefully pull it out. But you know, like this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That did it. When in doubt, big boy out. Come on, you. All right, it's probably gonna have to. You just right there. The other one broke already. Well, actually, no. At this point, there it goes. All right, so chassis. Woo! Actually, not too freaking terrible. Pretty straight. I'll leave it alone. One of my tricks: double-sided tape under the motor. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. Obviously, making good contact. A little bit of grease on both ends, but nothing scary. So let's just set this guy aside for a while. All right. So busted off screws. Probably gonna have to replace that piece if I can't heat it up and get it out. The motor mount, I'm sure.
In the one document it said that.
Come
They're
on.
not asking me to send the key, they just want me to send it. They want me to send a blank document title.
What the hell? Come on, get in there. We're gonna zip that shit. All right. There's motor. Take care of that. Ooh, what is loose there? Yeah, that's not functioning. Gear mesh is damn near good though. A little loose, but not too bad. Especially hot racing mount and all that kind of stuff. So here's that. We got this kind of off the reservation. Looks like gonna be. Yep. Oh, what are you screaming right over there, monkey nuts? Oh, there, fuzzy monkey nuts.
Barry was sniffing Brody's ass and sneezing. I was like, don't sniff it then.
That's probably, oh yeah, I should probably get rid of that when I'm done with it. And new shit right down there. Come on. There. One-handed. See. Okay. So now get this guy off of here. Disconnect linkage. And that'll be free. Gets all your electronics off essentially. You can just kind of set that aside, deal with the mechanical. The only thing you have to deal with the electronics with really is just to solidify the setup when you put it back together, which is going to consist of, on this particular setup, since he's got a stock radio tray, we're going to be doing a 3mm bolt conversion on that. Since he's got a stock battery tray, we're going to be doing my conversion on that, which is going to be new straps, both the same width. Chop this back piece off, convert all these screws into 3mm. And we got a stuck bolt here in the little leg guy there. It's probably got some meat on it. If I heat that thing up pretty good, I'll bet it'll unscrew, no problem. It's aluminum versus steel, so the expansion rate's going to be slightly different. Here's a problem you don't want to get into: pinching your wires in the receiver box. Be careful with that stuff because it'll really screw you up. All right, so now we have the dangly dang and the dangly do, and a whole lot of screw everywhere. So come here, all of you. The Dr. Seuss of RC cars. Just kidding. That was actually really retarded. That idea had a complete extra Y chromosome.
I don't know, the only thing I can think of is that they need your title because it's being totaled out, just so it can be titled as a,
Right, they need the title, but the fact is that they want him to not sign it. That's the weird part.
Well,
because he's not selling it.
yeah.
But he is. He's taking value for it.
No, he's keeping the car.
Right.
They're gonna put it as a, a loss or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Certificate for destruction.
Yeah, right. Which it won't be. That car, I guarantee you won't be. That'll be iCard certified by some Ukrainian by the end of the year. They'll either sell it at auction as an unusable car, which they can, and then somebody who's iCard certified can put it on a frame rack, have a master iCard guy come by and look at it, say it's street worthy again, and boom. Why do you think all the Ukrainians in Northport are driving around in very expensive cars with no airbags? They got one guy up there who does that stuff.
Right, but he's not getting rid of the car, so that's not what they're doing.
I'm saying if he did. Never mind. Okay. Just trying to forget it.
No,
I never said don't worry.
I get you.
Yep. Okay. All right. So hopefully, kind of want to pick up the new RPM setup. Otherwise, we can put this back together. No biggie. Also, you notice there's an extra hole in the shock tower for the body mounts, because that's another thing that I do in order to make more room to get to the lower bolts in the wing mount, so that you don't have to take it all apart or take the body mounts off to get to it. So I just drill an extra body mount bolt above the ones that are already there and jack it up a little bit, so you don't have to take those bolts out first. And there's that. So probably going to end this in a minute, but we're going to get down to the basics here. First, get the shocks off, get the rear end separated, or the rear and front. This is the thing I'm not really into, these over here. Oh, crap. God damn it. Sorry about that. This guy here, this upper B block that's got the set screws in it, not a fan of that setup at all. I prefer the aluminum screw in, which I think if he's lucky, I have one left. You can get them on YouTube, or not YouTube, eBay for nothing, like $17 a piece. And it really doesn't matter what kind of aluminum it's made out of, because you can't make it out of aluminum bad enough to not work. And I've never had one strip, and I Loctite them, and they work great. These set screws strip out nonstop, which is why this thing's got orange screws in it, because it's such a pain in the ass. Right. So, this one's even, hell, they're both in the sideways. Never mind. Anyway, that'll be being changed out. So, we get the hell out of here. What was that, Nate? Smoking rocks road. Here's that. I got a freaking driver for that thing. It's going to take a hell of a lot less time. Yep. Okay, stock upper post. I think the front ones are, actually, I think these are upgrade arrma ones now that I think about it. Which, yeah, they're all right, but I've broken a hell of a lot more of those than I have the MTCs. Yeah, they are. Older ones. I think the newer ones might be more like the M2C design with a solid piece, but I haven't bought that particular thing in a minute. Gotcha. How about that? Wrong way to go. All right, so you feel terrible. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is a lot of play. Yeah, look at that. That's just. No, that is asking for a failure. Oh no, is it?
I wonder if we could take my
Oh yeah.
for him to drive.
It's either got a loose bolt on that diff gear, or it's got a flat spot because it's definitely got a loose spot. Hey, you want to keep it down a little bit? I'm not doing a live broadcast or anything. Keep your nipples to yourself, Bizatch. Fucking monkey.
Okay, so I can throw that out.
Fucking rude motherfuckers, right?
What do I do with this then?
I would call them and ask them. I don't know, and I don't want to do anything. I've never done that before.
Yeah, me either. I can have printed send it to me.
Well, I mean, we can print it. There's a printer in the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Wi-Fi, so.
Oh yeah, it's interesting. I didn't strike. The axle's actually straight. Alright, here's the shocks on that end, and oh, that is not happy at all. That does not want to turn. Oh god, no. Yeah, we got all that metal in there. That is solid. Not no bueno. That screw definitely came out shitty. Hopefully I can get that fucker out of there. I mean, I'll get it out one way or another, but man, that's going to be a tough one. Probably put that case in the oven until it gets hot enough for me to unscrew it.
In this section, print it and mail it back to the office. This one's a email.
So it's got some of these aluminum bell crank system here, which is gives it pretty tight steering, but obviously it's not the only thing that needs to be perfect for perfect steering. Something's bent. You can see with the bell crank going back and forth there, you can see that it goes higher on one side. So something's got a tweak in it somewhere. Probably no big deal, but yeah. That's funny. These aren't even the right pins for doing this. When you're doing the set screw setup, you're supposed to have the pins that don't have a nut end on them because they just have a slot in the back. That has got to be the holy shit. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. So sorry to take out. Probably gonna find more bent pins than I can ship to. Plus all these screws we gotta fix. Overuse of Loctite. If you're gonna use red, be careful. No reason to screw yourself. Only use red if you use blue and it comes loose too often. But when you have to take a soldering iron to a car for an hour, it's kind of a bitch. Okay, what the hell is that screwed into? Oh, right, yeah. I forgot that's the one that's stuck. This one is.
Alright, so you said the printer works?
Yeah, that'll come
We'll
out.
have to do
Actually,
this.
might be turning already.
Right.
Shit. No, not quite. Yeah, that'll come out.
Yeah,
Then all I have to do is
All right,
just-
so
yeah, and then you have to.
top plate doesn't look bent, probably because it's aluminum.
Yeah.
Shock tower is straight.
On it to print, and it should come with the option for the.
Oh yeah, this has got some binding. Oh yeah, they're bent axle on
Was there an app
both
for it?
sides.
My mom, she had an app for it. I don't know.
Good
Is there an app
spacing
for
on
it?
them though. A little tight probably. That's probably why it feels like it's binding. So that's just got to be redone. Put that over there.
Alright, I'll try it.
Get this here with all the shit I gotta fix. Bye bye. Puto. Pinche cabrón. Anyway. Right, so that's that. Flying monkeys and hippopotamuses. 4 shocks to rebuild. 2 ends to rebuild. And a car to put back together. And a bunch of stuck ass bolts. So, till next time, when I screw everything up again, see everyone later. Have a wonderful evening. And if it smells funny, don't eat it. Promise me. Later, bro.
Night.